stream has begun. Welcome, one and all, to part 14. It should be part 14. If it's not, then I probably cocked up the numbering system. Ah, well, anyway, last time we made it into the geofront with returning party member, for those that have actually played the crossword games, Plato, or however you might have fucking pronounce names.
My turn.
Anyway,
let's go.
We're going to get through the geofront F section to fix an orbital
Everyone
thing.
ready?
Hence why Tio's with us. What are these things weak to? Fire and earth. We got Sarah once.
Yeah.
Would I have done more if I just did like a different thing? Ah, whatever.
Ready. A chance.
It's mine!
This is it.
All right! You can't escape! Fire!
Let's go. Very well.
The cut doesn't reach them. Ah!
Take this.
So wing dodges, so probably.
Everyone okay?
And that's 100 bells on the PC. Woo! Wow, only 100 bells? But I sworn I'd done at least a couple more than that. Oh well. Obviously, I haven't. Obviously, my mind can't make up heads or tails as to things I have and haven't done trails at this point.
An opening!
Regardless. Anyway, while we're doing these battles and I contemplate using Gale and everything,
Form. Gale.
I was actually thinking of
turn.
streaming yesterday, and then my back decided, no, you don't want to be doing anything downstairs.
It's my turn.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just do something else. And then by the time my back actually felt like, oh, you know what, yeah, I can stream. NXT Standard and Deliver was on. So, kind of just felt like, nah, okay, well, I guess that was just a day where I just didn't do shit. So, well. Speaking of which, NXT Standard and Deliver happened, as well as the first night of WrestleMania. Now, I haven't actually watched all of the first night of WrestleMania so far, because it was like 1:30 in the morning, or even potentially nearer to 2, and I was just like, no, I have to stop. I have to go to bed. Because of course I live in England. I'm British. I have this big dilemma when it comes to watching wrestling, where it's like, oh hey, it's at the time that's very unfortunate for me.
It's down. It's mine. My turn.
Standard Deliver was on a much more reasonable time, so I watched all of that.
Strike.
And so I can give a much more conclusive thoughts on it. And yeah, Standard Deliver certainly did deliver.
It's my turn!
Entertaining tag team contests, definitely good title matches, both the women's and the men's NXT titles. The introduction of the women's North American title. Personally, I would have opted maybe for something other than North American. Maybe that way there'd be more to differentiate words. That way I would argue that then we could maybe do something in terms of the naming other than, oh, it's North American, but it's women's.
Let's go.
You know? Maybe I'm flawed. Maybe I'm just wishing for there to be an NXT European champion or something. But then they had that with the UK title briefly, so yeah. And so briefly because they absorbed all the NXT belts into the normal belts a while back. So.
It's designed like that for security reasons. You'll see more on the way.
Okay, the reason why the geofront is always a fucking dungeon whenever you have to go into here is solely because, well, it's for security.
Now! Kurt! Understood.
Yeah, so it's intentionally infuriating to get through. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Obviously, I'm being a bit much there, but the point, obviously, means that this is the F sector, which means they're able to do. Well, trying to talk over the game's talking. Does mean that they're able to do the things that are in Cold Steel 3, although lifts that need to be lifted are certainly something that the geofront did prior. So, as much things change, they all stay the same. Get closer, you fucking mad game.
We'll end this quick.
Get back! It's down! It's mine!
As for WrestleMania, obviously, I saw the first couple of matches, and it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah!
I think it's a good sign
It's down.
for a match
An opening!
if
Here I go.
you don't... What's the right wording?
Yeah.
If you don't realise how long the
Let's
match
go.
is. Like, the opening match was apparently a good 20 minutes, and I'm like, really? That flew by really easily. Fucking hell.
Status.
And
All green.
I didn't notice the time at all. And it's like, oh, okay, fair enough. And that's a good thing in my books. Because it shows that you kept my interest going where I wouldn't instinctively start motioning towards my phone.
Let's do this.
And the ladder match was good. I think...
Get back!
Yeah,
It's down.
I
It's
obviously I do think that
This
the
is
belts
the
should have
end.
been separated a while back.
My turn.
But it's good that the match straight up just
Yes.
shows you immediately that, oh yeah, those belts there above the ring, they're in separate positions, so
turn.
that way
Yeah.
it's more like, oh, the titles can actually, even if
Let's
Judgment
go.
Day were tank, at least one of them, it'd be like, ah, okay, well, they did it in a specific way, meaning that it doesn't matter too
Let's
much.
go. Ha!
Obviously,
Behold
Judgment Day
the
lost both
Vander
their tag
style.
titles, and it's like, oh, okay, fair enough. It does make sense, because at the end of the day, if you want Damien Priest to cash in, how can you if he's still holding on to the tag titles? Because then you're just creating more of a mess when it comes to belts and who has them. And
They're in disarray.
oh, we had a bit of a CP up. That's good news. That means I will have to use the scale.
It's down! It's mine! My turn.
Okay, this thing wants to be standing up more than I would like. Let's do the sledgehammer. Really, I should
turn.
use sledgehammer maybe a bit more often, but then I remember break damage. Oh, nice.
It's down.
Hmm.
An opening!
Yes.
Then again, having been definitely still dabbling
Demi
in
Gunner
some
activate.
Star Whale every so often, it certainly does annoy me still
It's mine.
when even the Honkai Star Whale
my
does
turn.
this shit where you break their weakness bar
Wide open.
and then they immediately recover.
Very well.
It's like, oh boy, I did all that work that should net me an extra turn, and then
It's
it
my
doesn't.
turn.
It's like, ugh. That's my opinion
All
when
right.
it
Nice
fails.
work.
Stats updated.
Altina gets a level up despite not being in use in this part because we use TO. Though really any combination in all sense of logic does work. I'm not going to say that, oh no, not using Altina is actually detrimental. But obviously the game wants you to use characters that you're not going to have the entire time. So for that matter,
That should do the trick. Let's keep going.
I don't mind the geofront as a whole as a thematic thing back in Zero and Assure, but certainly coming back here and the F sector looks very much the same as like the A sector, just make me go,
It's down! It's
because
mine!
they do the same with the bit in the diversity
This is the
where
end!
it all looks pretty much the
My
same.
turn.
And it's like, man, did
There!
the people who designed the geofront got lazy one day? Or
Let's go.
is it just because it's easier this way than
Arcus activate.
Here I go. Yeah.
the obvious?
I'm up!
No need to design multiple different area types kind of logic.
Got
Hey!
some good data.
Doot, 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 doot. And now we got some dark hair for Kurt in that chest. So let's take a look at what he looks like. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I would expect out of black hair on Kurt. Although the parallel between the black hair and the white ears we got on the key is certainly a thing. We'll remove it because let's face it, only natural colours, and by that I mean natural for in-universe colours, not because some of these guys certainly are not natural in real world.
I won't go easy.
Second form, Gale!
Funny.
It's my turn. Dummy gunner activate. Absolute zero.
Let's go.
Here I go. You can't escape. Fire! Wide open.
Follow up.
I'm up. Ha! Everyone okay? All right, got it. I must train even more.
And Kurt now gets Blade Dance. 3 turns of Brandish, which does render him unoperable for a turn after it wears off, but a medium strength and speed boost. So, all in all, obviously the ability to deal more damage is always lovely to have. There will be no complaints from that, but obviously, is it worth the trade-off of potentially not being able to move?
Now, bring it on!
In reality, you don't actually need to worry too much as long as you keep Kurt's CP high enough where he's able to keep utilising it on the last time it can be used for.
My turn.
So, Blade Dance also has 0 delay, which is quite useful. Oh, and 30 CP. So, use 30 CP here.
Ha!
He's now stronger, and that means that his A power rain slash for another 30 CP is stronger. Combine that with things like Raging Fire for a bit more damage, that's always lovely. Sledgehammer for more break damage, that's always good too. You could even maybe combo this with Windblade or one of the other, or just depending what part of the game you're on, that causes you to have less delay. So all in all, we actually do have a nice sense of
Raging
options.
Fire formation.
And it makes Kurt a little bit more
My
useful
turn.
as just your standard damage dealer.
Strike.
It's my turn.
Obviously, as we can see, I've used a decent bit of my CP, so it has its
All right.
drawbacks. I mean, less CP usage than a single Gale by Reen, so you know that's actually a positive in my opinion. Seriously, why did they make Gale 80 in this game? What the? Targets have been eliminated so far. Things have progressed pretty smoothly. That they have. Are you okay, Tio? Yep, no problems. Yay. Tio, of course, probably flashbacking and all that. Chief, Tio? Oh, I was just reminiscing, that word, 2, maybe 3 years ago, first time I came down here with the SSS. Yeah. I've heard a lot about all the things the SSS did. The cult incident, arresting the mayor. You guys saved the day a bunch of times. And I'm sure there were some things that weren't in the reports too. Oh yes, certainly. You're right, it's a bit tough to explain though. But it isn't the same for your group. Yeah, that's true. I'm guessing she's not talking about us. Yeah. But was the old class 7 really just like the SSS? Yes and no, Yuna. Yes and no. The amount of monsters here is unexpected. Could they have caused a problem in the control terminal? Well, the monster repairing systems aren't perfect, so I wouldn't rule that out. Yeah, fair enough. If it's just a system bug, to be able to fix it easy, but if the hardware's been munched on, that's a problem. Good thing I got a bit of insurance. What kind of insurance? Tio, do you mean... Yeah, it's both a backup and a good luck charm. I'll tell you more when the time comes. Let's just keep going for now. Okay, be careful everyone. Okay, well, it's good news that Tio might have backup stuff just in case, but you never know. More importantly, obviously, remember back in 0 when you first do stuff as the SSS, having to have your ass saved by Arios because you were just that inexperienced?
Shit!
Damn
Our
braces.
chance. Ah! It's down.
I have a brace.
It's mine.
I am not concerned.
Very well. Strike!
Let's go.
What is this thing weak to anyway? Water and earth. That makes sense.
Arcus, activate.
Let's go for that then.
Here I go! You can't escape! Fire! Wide open!
Follow up.
It's my turn! Get back! It's down! It's mine!
Stimulant
Very
needle
well.
kills and also does the annoying thing of causing poison. So that's fun.
It's down! An opening!
There.
It's my turn! Yeah!
I'm up! Sit!
Let's go. Yeah! A chance.
It's mine! That was amazing, Tio!
You are amazing.
Yeah, I did it!
Ah, treasure chest.
A marble bracelet. Is it useful in this place? Don't know. I don't remember fully on which status ailments we'll be having to deal with, but regardless. Carrying on along here, another circular area that doesn't actually contain any monsters this time. Whoopee! Saves us a little bit of hassle, but then again we're right by the next part of the F sector. F sector 2.
The path continues.
Oh, pardon me. Welcome to the second part. There's a bunch of chests and a third sector. Whoopee! More dungeon. As you can see, we're doing... Oh, pardon me. As you can see, there are more lift bits we'll need to operate, as well as more monsters to fight and all of the usual stuff.
Let's finish this up.
I mean, at this point, there's nothing to explain about the geofront
Get back!
in either of the parts that I've been in here.
Here I go.
For. So,
You can't escape!
yeah, you know, what fun is that?
My turn!
I'm going to be honest, my mind is definitely on a wrestling
It's my turn.
thing, because recently 2K fucked up a few things with their patch.
Let's go!
I need to actually play the My Way stuff
Get
so
back!
that I can take a belt off of
Very
Trick
well.
Williams now. And that's kind of annoying, but thankfully it doesn't seem to actually like stop
Is
me from
that
playing
all?
the game, so I'm not too annoyed by it. But I know other people have been like, "Oh, this ruins everything," and just throws table. And I remember that not everyone, even those that like to play Universe, like to go through like having a bunch of documents on Google and all that, which I do because I like writing down my cards and all of the things that I'm doing and the roster data, so that I can go, right, definitively this is the person that's on that roster, so therefore, or even like, okay, they're the tag team with the stable, everyone else is in singles competition, they're not also trying to compete for the tag titles, I'm not insane,
Let's do this!
so you know.
Second form, Gale! Now! Kurt! Understood! Ha! Ha! My turn! Ha!
It's my turn. Ready.
Here I go! Set! Gunner!
I still can't reach even with the gunner, damn it.
An opening!
And Kurt murders
There's
his
more.
counter, so maybe
It's my turn!
let's just go and flash this time, there's only 3 of them.
Get back! It's down! It's mine! This is the end!
All right! Set! Striker!
This one's actually close enough for Striker, so that'll make more
Yes.
sense.
Yeah! A chance.
It's mine!
This is it.
Oh, actually, I think there was one thing I didn't explain.
Let's go.
That is unique to this part of the game for the time being, because
Behold the Vander style.
maybe I would have explained it because of Elliot, but all the stuff users actually do have a better chance of unbalancing in general, but they're not really designed to be doing the normal attack stuff as often as others. So it's a trade. It's another trade-off. Whoopee, fence noises. Why did they come up with that idea? Why did they come up with the idea of fence anyway? Just... Oh, Falcon, you... Ah.
Sit. Yeah.
To fight the fish hungry for the moment. What's in this chest? It's Brave Seed. We will be able to utilize that at a later point. Well, actually, no. It's that's a BP giving thing. Oh, damn it! I thought nothing. Something monster. I forget where monsters are. So we're entering battle a little bit weakened on Ween. So hopefully they don't just go straight for him. Ah, powerful discharge. Perfect, just what I always wanted.
It's my turn.
Let's... No, I need to... kill Bomb Ween, because otherwise he's going to die horribly. And then...
It's my turn.
These things are weak to earth and water, so I could always do that. Or I could... magical, I'm not sure what damage up.
Let's go.
That's raging fire.
It's my turn.
Fuck these enemies!
Semi-gunner activate! Absolute zero!
Yeah, the frozen status. Right, okay, now that we've done that, Kurt is just going to... I guess cast Fan Flame.
Arcus, activate.
He's also
I'm up.
stuck like this.
It's my turn. Set. Gunner.
Oh, actually, no.
Striker.
Not better. We want to hit these things while they're frozen.
Take this. Our chance.
Follow up.
Yeah.
I see how the tab bit goes with this. Why do these always pop up sometimes? I ain't gonna touch it because that requires getting out the game, but I really should have just career bombed. Once we start getting I'm not sure if career bombs exist, but once we start having other ways of doing the whole courier thing, that should just not be an issue.
It's my turn.
Well, this one's stronger, but no, let's take out the ones we've got low health.
Wide open.
Follow up.
My turn.
I'm reading the thing in the chat, and I'm thinking to myself a bit like...
It's my turn.
Why would I need everything in a convenient order management panel?
Get back.
Isn't that the point of
Yeah.
widgets on OBS
chance.
and
It's mine.
the Twitch app and all that stuff? Or am I just confused again and it's a case of, well, actually
Let's go.
see, everything is shite except for the way that my Pacific
It's my
site
turn.
thing uses, or something like that, you know? I hate going on these
We did it.
tangents, but whenever one of these crops up, but like, I don't know. It's been a while actually since the last one. At least this one was just straight to the point. And it's just like, oh, hello there, I want to offer you this lovely, lovely thing, and just like opens a briefcase. Unlike some that decide to go, oh, hey, I'm just gonna say things that maybe a normal person might say. And then, when you're least expecting it, boom! promotion of the thing I want to sell you. I would refer to them as Jehovah's Witnesses of trying to get people on Twitch to use their thing. Anyways, we've made some good progress so far. Yeah, confident. We're at the end of F sector, only a bit farther to the destination. It's all thanks to... Tio stops herself. Tio? What's wrong? It's nothing. Yeah, it doesn't feel like nothing. I thought I sensed something behind us for a moment. Are we being followed? I felt my skin crawl for a second too. Oh, I see. Is this part of your special ability? Ah. Yes, my enhanced senses. Due to certain circumstances that may or may not be DG cult related. Go play the crossbow games if you haven't, for fuck's sake, people. My 5 senses are a bit sharper than most people's. Sometimes I can sense spiritual things too. Spiritual things? Is this similar to your ability to sense presence? Wayne's ability to sense certain stuff. No, ours are far more powerful and accurate than mine is. I'll check around, just in case.
Aeon system activate.
Well, it seems like mana has started to course through spots in the geofront, just like before. Before? You mean when Crossbow declared its independence? Nah, doesn't feel quite like that. There was more of a rushing torrent of mana. This feels more like pockets of mana dispersing and disappearing. Though I could just be feeling residue from 2 years ago. Well, I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said anything. No, it's good for us to know if something's up. Perhaps we should raise our alert level. Agreed, we shan't let our guard down until the mission is complete. Right. There's no need to go to the menus right this second. That chest is over there, but we can't get to it. There's next part of this dungeon. Let's see, what can we find? Why, it's a support beam. Now I have to remember which way to go. Up this way.
A ladder?
Yuna doesn't like...
No one's going to look.
It's just as annoying if you act like you don't care.
Being a student seems fun.
Well, we get our hands on some U materials. And a switch thing. And it's like, I agree with Yuna, ladders can be annoying to climb up, but Kurt stating that is not necessarily the most reassuring thing to do, to be honest. Okay, so we've gone the right way. Needed to do this fast. This will allow us access to a chest later on inside of this part, so we're doing things properly. Whoopee. Now we go this way to the vent. Yay, and more vents. Thankfully, everyone seems to be able to fit in these
Do we,
a lot better than
really
St.
need to go
Clausel
through
2.
here?
Ah, crap, there's a junction. Let's just keep going straight, and then if it seems to not be correct in terms of getting to some treasure, then, which is usually the reason why you have to do this. Right, okay, yeah, this is the correct way, although there are also monsters and... Oh, it should change, really. That's an... Oh, it's Twilight Blade.
Let's go.
Oh, my bad.
Second form, Gale!
It's my turn. Commencing drive.
All right. Wide open.
Follow up.
Oh, that one walked out the thing. That one... I should have put the radius elsewhere.
My turn.
But now we're all very close to cut, so...
Huh?
All in all, it worked out.
Let's go. More enemies.
More
My turn.
enemies indeed.
Ha! Very well. There.
It's my turn! You can't escape! Fire!
Yes.
Right, they're all gonna get
Commence and
closer,
drive.
so we'll do it this
It's
way
my
around this
turn.
time. We actually have to resources.
Second form. Gale. It's down. It's mine.
Oh, it didn't even move.
My turn.
Oh, right, okay then. I'll just murder with cart then. Damn it.
Is that all?
And then Sephir reaches level 3. Meaning now it has more of an attack craft causing stat downs. Oh no, that's what's happening. And rises speed when battle begins. That's when the HP is low. You know what? This one actually isn't that bad on me actually. And Doltina goes up to level 19. So, all in all, keep in mind though that is the level. There's the second ability, so that means no one gets it unless you have it as the main. Anyway, we've got some shoes. Bagua shoes. They give some evasion and a few small increases to some stats and a 20 in defense. We'll give this to Kurt to give a bit more evasion. Yes, I am stacking evasion a little bit on Kurt. We are trying to get as much out of his Master Quartz as humanly possible. It's just Kurt is one of those dreaded, has a thing that suggests doing an evasion tank, but is not actually as skilled at it as, say, other characters. It's just that we don't get said other characters for most of the game. We've already used up most of Fee's screen time, and we won't get our previous evasion tanks that we would love to use, like Gaius, till later. So, fun. And then again, evasion tanks aren't necessarily the best because if they can't deal damage, then if you're doing a DPS check, then you're fucked basically. But regardless, we finally got that lift bit sorted out from way back at the start of this sector. So finally, we can actually make our way through. Woo! Took a while longer than I would have liked. That's a multiple chain battle.
I found some treasure!
Water bell, also pardon me. The bell quartzes will delay the arts of said types. Well, no, it will cause less delay of said art types. So, specifically water in that case. And in this treasure chest, we get the Space Master Quartz Mobius. Maybe this is what I was thinking of. We've now got access to the Mobius Master Quartz. Just like in Cold Steel 1 and 2, the first ability is the potency of healing items, WP. However, if you want the range to be increased, which means your Kura Bomb may actually be able to get more than just one person, then you'll need this as the main port. But what you get out of it to begin with, well, we're seeing is it starts at level 3 and rather balanced stats, I'd argue, but definitely a lot more lacking in the strength department comparatively to some of the more arts-based ones, especially in its potential of what its stats can be. Also, Fortuna, not a bad art as a whole, and Golden Sphere, your standard attacking one. So, ultimately, yeah, if you want to equip this on someone, go ahead. If you don't want to, then yeah, fair play to you. It's an option, and that's good. It's an option that we need for the next fight. Don't know. Personally, could go either way. Ooh, 2 chained. I was trying to evade that.
I'm up.
You know what? Maybe it would have been useful, seeing as now everyone's stuck in the arts department. Fuck. I'm
Let's fall back. Keep moving.
Grenade because it's not fun having most of your party sealed, because it basically renders you unusable, and unless you have arts. And believe it or not, we don't tend to have arts users in the party at the moment.
Beyond here is the computer.
Altina's the closest thing to an arts user we have for most
sure
of this
you're all
game.
prepared for anything.
So
Understood.
ultimately, anyway, we got one of our lovely green ones here, so that means we can heal and sort out everything else that we may decide to want to sort out. Because I may actually also have been trying to hold off from this stream a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Bell Twister. Taking the Tai Chi, Dual Blitz, Tetra Edge, even if we're not using. I am actually tempted to have a lure quest, but we don't wear one, but... Right. Have a lure quest. I know that lowers unit stats, but I want that to be the case. Right, I'm going to save the game here, because there is a potential chance of me getting stressed out at what will happen next. And yes, Shades of Cold Steel 2, before anyone thinks of the options. And we get into one of the orbital computer bits, a terminal room. Shades of Cold Steel 2 beforehand, as I said earlier, but for the other reasons. Of course, this is where this is one of those rooms where Ortina and Ween fought Lloyd and Rixia. So ultimately, this is my first time here too. I missed the line cut. Damn it! Smaller than the central terminal room we were in before. Yeah, terminal itself seems to be more reasonably sized this time. This one's a backup for the main terminal you so helpfully destroyed. Thanks for the reminder. Damn you, Ween. Sorry about that. Tio, are you teasing Ween? More like pointing out the obvious there. Well, I'm sure whatever it is, Instructor Ween is 100% at fault, so, but... just kidding. As far as I can tell, it's not a physical malfunction, so it'll be fine if I just restart it. While I'm working, you all can... Tio? What's the matter? Cat notices it too now. Good. Instructor Ween. It's coming! Dun -dun. No, just insert a thing. That's right, it's a fucking Magic Knight! Specifically the fat one with the axe. Humanoid? I've never seen a cryptid like this. No, this is a Magic Knight. Like that thing we fought on the first day of school? Yeah, just like the ones that showed up during the Civil War. It's already warred. The heavy ruby. No, please don't hurt me. We can't let it destroy the terminal. We need to defeat it. So this is when we call in Falamar and we wreck its ship, right, Ween? Obviously everyone's like, oh, understood, Tia, let's go. Yes, Aeon system, full power. So yes, we do use Tia in the fight.
This is a tough one.
Oh, he gets the first turn. Ouch.
Don't give up.
Thank you.
It's my turn. Get back.
It's my turn.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it like that then.
Very well. Ha! Let's go.
Well, why did he go all that way? Oh, like that.
An opening.
Yes.
Okay, we did some damage. So yeah, the Magnite Heavy Ruby. It's weak to water, thankfully, but not that weak to wind. And has 35,568 health. And yes, since it's a Magic Knight, it does indeed have healing capabilities. As much as I hate it, having it. So yes, this is why we want the quest. Because these ones can hit like a ton of bricks, and maybe sometimes, just because you can Aeon Shield / Even Quest, doesn't mean you should. For example, we can Sledgehammer and do more break damage.
I'm up.
Don't Gale. There's also a pro tip here. Just use
mine.
Crescent Flash instead.
Very well.
As per usual in these situations, we are limited on who we are able to utilize
Strike.
for this fight, but we break and we get at least a ton. Okay, good. I don't know if that mute will actually do anything.
Let's go. Raging.
It's my turn. Take this. Our chance.
Follow up.
Very well. Ha! Let's go. Strike.
Yes. Commencing drive.
Ah, it does have enhance. Okay.
Let's go.
That means Sledgehammer will be very useful here.
Let's go. Get back.
Oh yeah, Tri-Combo gives it 8,892 health and a strength boost, so which does nullify your defense ups a little bit, especially if it gets multiple turns in a row, but thankfully it chose to attack differently. Wait, oh yeah, because Tri-Combo, so... And a powerful dynamo gives it more strength and more health! Fuck off, you game! You stupid fucking game!
Strike! Eight's down. An opening!
It's my turn! Take this!
There!
Thankfully we were able to break it, but still, fucking hell.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm up! Get back! Now! It's mine!
So we're still actually relatively far away from actually doing exactly what we were trying to do, which is whittle it down with damage. We have to, there is no other ways to go through with this fight.
Strike! There! An opening!
Yes. Arcus, activate.
It's my turn! Take this! Wide open!
Follow up.
My turn!
However, I am actually going to Aeon Shield now
Aeon
because
Shield.
not only will it unbreak and will potentially go and do damage,
My turn.
but we also get more CP back for people. And you know what? I have an idea. We have multiple 200 CPS crafts. Let's use those instead. Let's just try and fuck over this boss as much as we can, so I don't have to then get all upset over fighting a Magic Knight for too long. Actually, you know what was just me out more? The fact that I know what the cutscenes are like in this game. It's just...
Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
Okay, yeah.
My turn.
Doing that was a good idea. Don't even need to use any other Earthcrafts. Go can just kill. Yay! I did it without dying horribly this time compared to, let's just say, doing this on Nightmare. Painful. But anyway. Some link levels. That's always nice to get.
Alright!
Also Wage Quartz. That's useful. But
Level up.
regardless.
I did it!
I must train even more.
Do. And so we did it. We defeated the Magic Knight. Whoopee! It seems to have had even greater combat strength than the one before. Because of course it fucking does. Everything just naturally just gets stronger because we have to keep... Because power creep means that we have to keep making everything stronger to match the power of what we've chosen to have be more powerful, so that things may actually be somewhat of a challenge still for our protagonist. Yeah, we barely made it. Yes, that's true. Even Teo's panic now. That was a Magic Knight? There are things like that in the Empire? Yeah, they started showing up out of nowhere like that during the Civil War. Apparently they're orbital golems from the Dark Ages. Have they not appeared in Crossbow before? I've never heard of anything like that showing up. I've seen magical creatures made with alchemy, but none of them were quite that big. What's going on? Unfortunately for them, another one appears, because of course it fucking happens. No way. Another one? It seems to be different from the last one we faced. This is kind of a pain. Instructor, you're going to use that power of yours? Actually, I could probably call on Farmer from this distance. Reen goes for the sensible option! Yay! Oh, the famous line I've heard so much about. But if he's coming all this way from camp... If I can't reach him, then we'll just have to figure out a different plan.
No need for that.
Didn't even finish the line. He didn't even finish saying Falamar. So of course, that won't be necessary occurs. Alyssa does it this time. Because we knew she was going to be here. Thank you, earlier cutscene.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And Sharon's here too.
An orbital bow?
Right on time.
Sharon, let's get this done pronto. Please, leave it to me.
I may have gotten sick and tired of saying this,
Too
but
slow.
at the end,
Steel wires.
but at the end of the day,
The severing chains.
the way Cold Steel 3 works. We're in a bit of a pickle. I know, I'll use my power up. That won't be necessary. And it's just ad nauseum.
Gabriel Arrow! Fall into death's embrace!
While it suggests that those two are more powerful than all of Class 7 and Tio and Reen put together, no, they're not,
Those
thankfully, but
techniques.
still. That's what happens when you S-Craft spam.
Tio, do you sense anything else coming?
Not a thing. I think we're finally safe.
That's weird. Usually things should come in threes. Oh well. I guess there's no one else around to do it. That won't be necessary, so no need to worry that. And also, pardon me.
How do I put this? You and Machias were definitely in on it together this time, weren't you?
The potential is likely. A fly just then. Which is a lot.
so much time thinking of what to say to you once I saw you again.
A random fly potentially buzzing around in my room. Much more thrilling than seeing this happen.
But the moment I saw your face, I forgot every word.
You know it has the right reaction here.
I see.
Here, just like...
I think it's been over a year since we've seen each other in person. You've become so much more beautiful in that span of time, I nearly didn't recognize you.
Not getting into it this time. It's all been beaten. It's all been beaten. It's all been beaten to death. Mainly by Reddit. Thank you, Reddit. Anyway.
You've changed a lot yourself. But seeing you now and hearing your voice made me remember all over. How important you are. To me, to all of us. I'm so happy, Reen. It's good to see you again.
Thank you, Elisa.
What's going on?
Her too?
She may be a member of the old Class 7, but this situation is uncalled for. I've heard about your little group before, but you two are quite the cutesy pair, aren't you?
Not if Falcon have anything to say about it. I said I wouldn't beat that dead horse.
This is merely the result of all the time she spent yearning for this day.
Anywho, here's
Don't
Sharon.
be surprised should you see a
How-
passionate kiss or two.
Thanks to Cold
accompany
Steel
this
2.
tender embrace.
Don't suggest that stuff, Sharon. Also, how the fuck does Anton have enough whiz to get Sharon? Like, seriously, the fuck? Damn you, Cold Steel 2. Anyway.
Don't joke about that, Sharon.
The potential steamy romance that's completely optional, damn you Falcom, and yes I am being dead horse now. Aside, Tio restarts the terminal with no further interruptions, and the minutes past that Alyssa brought with her were swapped out as well for good measure. Phew. It turns out she had a use to be here anyway. So, behold, code! And wires! Loading screen. And so our intrepid adventurers make their way out of the geofront and up the stairs at Station Street, because that's the way you come out of. They head back to the branch campus field exercise camp. I don't know why it's called field exercises camp. A little bit dumb there, but well. Oh boy. Such docking we get to see today. That was for being horny. Anywho, a Wynford train thing came along and placed
Wow.
itself in... Ah, Tia was
I heard the maintenance car was coming, but
Yes, I brought you the equipment we talked about too. You're Tito, right? It's nice to finally meet you.
you too. I've heard so much about you from Mr. Gwyn.
Huh? Really?
Great Master Gwyn and Professor Russell have known each other for some time. Whenever the Great Master would make his yearly trip around the continent, he would be sure to stop by Le Burle.
Oh, I see. Well then,
Fair enough.
since we're their grandchildren, let's be friends too.
No, you know, since people that know each other happen to be related to us, let's be friends. Funnily enough, that may work if you're like 5 and everyone in the neighbourhood essentially knows each other because of the close vicinity of the houses that happen to go to the same school. Unless it's an adult and Tita's 16. That's not meant to suggest anything. That's just saying that that sort of thing doesn't tend to happen as much when you're older. Just as a fair warning. Though then again, this is me saying this, and of course I'm not known for having friends, so take for that what you will.
Yes.
Or maybe I'm old. Either of the
Hey,
either of the
Tio
two.
Tot. Good job out there.
Randy and Tio get
It's been a
to
while
be
since I've
together
seen
for
ya.
a moment.
Should we have our own passionate embrace?
Who wants to smack Randy with a staff?
You seem like you're doing just fine, Randy. I'll pass on the hug, though. Wouldn't want to incur Muriel's wrath.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew that it was pronounced like that! Duh, whoever showed me that fucking... Whoever... I'm out. I'm out. I've got a fucking... Hey woman! Screw NIS! Screw NIS! Their localizing is dumb! Because I have heard... Because one time I was trying to talk about her once, and I got told, oh no, it's Miwai! It's Miwai! And it's like, no, it's Muriel! And it's like, no, it's Miwai! It's like, wait, what? When? And I got told Weathery, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, and that infuriated me. NIS! Fuck, oh. I am streaming, by the way. Because COD's still free, it's Muriel. Not Miwai. Or whatever the fuck it is, apparently. It just annoys me. It just... Bye.
What? No, it ain't like that. Just forget I said anything.
Well, while Randy potentially incurs people's wraths... High five! Whoopee!
I guess neither of us
Oh,
are in a
pardon me.
great situation right now. But Class 7 and everyone here at the branch campus seems nice. Even the one Lloyd fought.
Yeah, I think we can trust him. With all these cryptids showing up, and this whole inspection team business, things sure are starting to smell fishy. Sure would be nice if he turned out to be just the guy to cut through this mess.
Someone's like as if Ween's the protagonist. But that would be a strange move if they suddenly decided... anyway, right, moving away from Ween, like... just like midway through the game, they just like, someone just shoots Ween in the head or something. It's just like, oh no, well I guess you be protagonist now, a random person we've never met before. That would be kind of weird. Wow, Alyssa, you've gotten even prettier. So good to see you again, Toa. Seems like both you and me have been hard at work, huh? Yeah, I'm sure everyone in the old Class 7 is too. Both you and Marcus came here to Crossbow, right? Yeah, so it seems. I wasn't keeping it a secret to surprise you or anything. I was planning on delivering new equipment to the branch campus, but I also came here because the Foundation had work for me to do. Teehee, so you say, my lady, yet you worked tirelessly to fit this trip into your schedule. She was super specific about the dates and times for everything. Thanks to that, I was able to make it to the geofront after leaving a message at the RF building. You guys... Well, look at you, Reen. Just like my partner, you're so blessed, it's unfair. It's almost like there's some cosmic force that allows this to happen or something. That's actually sort of true. Yeah, I'm with you on this one, just meh. First Law and Fee, now this. He does appear to get in trouble with women all too often. Anyways. But that aside, regarding the Magic Knight from earlier. No, wait, that's what we were talking about. Things did get a little off track, but yeah. Why did such a thing appear? I heard Cryptids has appeared in Crossbow before, but never a Magic Knight, right? Yeah, at least I never saw one while I was running with the SSS. Same deal with the guild, probably. It's pretty concerning, a creature specific to the Empire appearing here. Well, it's almost like as if Crossbow's part of the Empire. I never imagined running into such a situation either. Have you told the other groups about the Magic Knight? Yes, we've informed the Governor General and the local Imperial Army, but it seems like they're having their hands full with the inspection team. Inspection team, huh? They're coming this afternoon, right? That's right. Mikhail's been in contact with them. Yay, mentioning the basic guild. I'm sure the RMP's got a lot on their plate too. Yeah, I see. Specifically the receptionist. Now I'm worried about that cryptid too. Yeah. For such a creature to suddenly appear. I believe we should investigate the two places mentioned in the request. The banks of Lake Elm and the swamps of the East Highway. 2 years ago, a cryptid that looked like a turtle and another that looked like a carnivorous plant showed up. Oh, but the special support section defeated them, right? Yes, that's right. But there is some additional information you might find concerning. It's about a cryptid Lloyd and the others defeated on the mountain road the other day. Apparently it was like a gigantic hippopotamus. There we go, it's now a Pokemon. What the? Wasn't the one we beat 2 years ago a big, gaudy dragon-looking thing? Wait a minute. That's... Oh yeah, that report you guys made. Huh? Is there some other information? You're referring to during the Civil War. Ah yeah, some of the ones that are optional fights. Yeah, cryptid appeared in the ruins of Gorelia Fortress. Don't we call that thing a giant hippopotamus? I'm just going to keep referring to the Pokemon. I see, that must have happened after I left the Courageous. Well, no way to know if it was the same type, but something definitely seems fishy. Yes, I'd like to have more info on this. Come on, Intruder, we can't just stand around here. We should depart and begin our survey of the outskirts soon. Let's begin with the side road. Alright, sounds like a plan. So it may be necessary for me to call on Falamar. Got it? I'll be sure to let Major Michael know. Yeah, call to action, whoopee, and all that. Woo. Hey guys, I have a couple of suggestions. Suggestions. Yeah, first off, there's something I bought for you guys to use. Whoopee. Come with me real quick before you head out. I've got it loaded in the maintenance car. Alyssa has brought us gifts that will be useful for the travels later, aka motorbikes with sidecars. Useful. Very useful. Now we get to have bikes. I like Cold Steel 2. Whoopee. What are these? Huge, some kind of mechanical horse? No. They appear to be special miniaturized storeable vehicles. Or you could just call them motorbikes, in my opinion. But no, they run on Orbital, so that means they're Orbital bikes. And they've each got a sidecar attached. Can't believe you were able to mass produce these. Yeah, I was thanks to all the testing you guys did on the prototype back in school. Angelica had asked me to make some, and I was finally able to get these produced just this spring. Yay! Now that they've been cleared for street use under the Imperial Transportation Act, we've got orders rolling in. I'm so happy to hear that. Yay! I'm happy to hear that too, because it just means, woo, motorbikes. Most prefer that over a car. At least then there's... Actually, no, I hate motorbikes too. That's even less armour. You know what, to be fair, when it comes to racing games, I like bikes. I think bikes are cool to use in a racing game sometimes. When it comes to real life, I don't want to be in a vehicle at all. Everything's a metallic death trap when going at several hundred miles per hour. So, you know, just as a point of caution. That and the motion sickness. It's something that you, Angelica, George, and Quo all made together. Thank you, Alyssa. We'll make good use of them. You better. Man, oh man, those are some beautiful pieces of machinery. Just looking at them is making me all tingly. That might be a different thing. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask about the specs. Perfect, forget technical stuff. Whoopee. These are super cool, but your other suggestion was definitely unexpected. Yeah, so you're really going to help us investigate?
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Sharon Kruger, a humble servant of the Rhineford family. While my lady delivers the equipment, I shall serve everyone in the new Class 7 with the utmost sincerity.
Returning party member, Sharon's back from Cold Steel 2. And just as same amount of time as usability. Let's just have enough combat strength to neutralize Cryptid, but since she's offering, we should go ahead and accept her help. Thank you, Sharon. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Bobby! And of course some of the other class are looking at the motorbikes, because, well, branch members. Pardon me. Okay guys, good luck out there. That Cryptid was spawned Lakeshore, south of camp. It was on the sandy beach past the rocky area. That helps narrow it down. Thanks. Stay safe, everyone. Take good care of them, Sharon. But of course, my lady. See you later, everyone. And the Epstein Textport quest is done, which gives us the cat's quartz anyway. So yes, now that we actually have the cat's master quartz, we can actually go around looking at it more so. As you can see, we can actually get it a lot more leveled up wise, and it also does the attack crafts called Snap Down that Zephyr does. Just now, but now that it's the second ability instead of the first one, so if you want it, you have to have it in your main. Whereas with Zephyr, you can have it on that. I don't know if that means you can stack it to try and get more. And also it's a less percentage, which is a shame, but that's because it also has the absorb magic attacks thing. Which means that you might change what Altina's using, because that can be useful. Absorbing is better than a fading in a way, you know. Also, we can look at Gloom for the time being. We actually have access to a normal version of Gloom already, but as per usual, Gloom EX means we can't actually swap it off of Sharon for the time being, obviously. Also, the game has put Scald on her. That is not what I would do. Let's put cats on her, actually. Holy Breath and then Recovery Edge. Okay. We did get a few other quartzes that we can take a look at, like Effort, where we get a 70% chance to just make us a bird dish when cooking. Whoopee. That can be a way to get around the whole shit stuff when it comes to trying to cook stuff. Anyway, since we're in the camp, let's hand Louise the Retro Mishy strap. Is this the Mishy strap you were talking about? Stuff in my mouth. Why do you have this strap, Wayne? I found out at exchange shop in Crossbell. Glad to hear I got the right one. Here you go. Wayne handed Louise the Retro Mishy strap. It's a Mishy! Oh, it's just like how I remembered. I just love those eyebrows. Color Mishy is nice too, but I really like this one. But when he looked like this, he wasn't as popular as he is now. It's probably because he looks all angry. Or as the way some people put it these days, angy. Why are we removing the R's? I mean, I don't pronounce my R's properly either, but that's just more of me just having terrible... me just being terrible rolling my R's. What is everyone else's excuse? Yeah, it's a very interesting atmosphere about him. I can't really tell the difference. Okay. Are you sure I can have this? Yeah, you said this was very important to you. I'm glad to see you're happy. Instead of Ween, you don't have some ulterior motive or something. The Stephen Richards peering at the bottom of the screen is more needed than I thought. Damn you, Ween. Who would have thought that he'd be horny for his students? Damn you, Eventide. Anyway, well, of course not. Yeah, and then again, this is Ween we're talking about, so obviously not. Thanks for everything. My dad has always been awkward, and this is the first gift he got for me, so I wanted to find this no matter what. I see. Hey, you lived in Crossbow because of your dad's job. Yes, my father is a normal network engineer. Yeah, he worked for a venture company in Weymouth area. It's not here anymore, but there used to be a branch office. Well, things in Crossbow are pretty complicated now, so... Anyway, it was your dad who got you into communications? That's right. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Ah, that explains why instead of a funk... No, you know what? I don't want to be mean to my dad today, so I won't do it. I won't do the jokes. Thank you so much for helping me. But then again, it's factual. Yeah, regardless. I'll make sure not to lose it again. If my dad does happen to randomly see this, I don't mean anything to you. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to be reminded of the bad things in your life. Anyway, I actually highly doubt my dad watches this. They're probably off doing their own. They're probably busy doing their own thing at this sort of time of the day anyway. I actually legit have no idea, so it's not even like a, well, they could be doing this bit. No, I have no clue, so. But we'll leave it at that, and we'll go and get our CP back to 200 before we head off to the cryptid, because we're going to be having to fight cryptid. Whoopee.
How refreshing.
There are currently no other side activities for us to do here other than just the regular good old talking to the various people, like the people here in front of the orbital bikes. These orbital bikes are pretty darn sweet. Hey Schwarzer, let me borrow the keys tonight. Not gonna happen. Where would you even go so late? You serious? The entertainment district, duh. See, I've got more mirror than you'd think. If you want, I'd be willing to share some with you if you catch my drift. Oh well, if you put it like that, absolutely not going to happen. So, okay, well, Ash is in trouble, as per usual. Orbital bikes. That's so cool. They're pretty nice. I'd like to ride one someday. I think an orbital bike really suits your personality, Leonora. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I think I agree. Anyway, let's go to the bikes. We should use the bikes to head where the cryptid was spotted. Are we all set to leave camp now? Yes. Yes, we are. Wayne and the others pushed the two old bikes onto the highway in front of camp. There, they decided to go over how to operate them. So Wayne shows off how it works. Those are pretty much all the basics. For everything else, you just have to try it out yourself to get used to it. Who's going to drive the other one? Oh, me, I will. I shall. Kurt and Una both want to drive. Fair enough. Are you sure? It seems similar to riding a horse, so I think I would be better suited for it. Nah, I'm way more cut out for this. I have tons of practice driving orbital cars from the police academy. Orbital cars? That's impressive. But these bikes seem a bit different from them when you say, if you're a real man, you'll quit your whining. What? You mean real men don't cry? Okay, that sounded really annoying for me. My apologies. I couldn't ride the horse last time, so I'm not going to give this up. Alright, Una, calm down. But also, yeah, maybe it's for the best. They certainly seem to be close. For now. Falcom. Anyway, come on you two. Try not to get so heated. Fine. Just try to drive safely. Okay, just leave it to me. Does that mean I'll be running behind you, Instructor Boone? And I shall be joining you in the sidecar. And so that was an easy way to set up. Anyway, let's get moving, everyone. Our destination is Lakeshore, south of the side road. Roger that, let's go! And off they go. And now we get our tutorial of how to ride the orbital bike. It's very much the same as Cold Steel 2, in a way. However, while doing it, we have to hold RB to go forward and LB to get back up. And not the trigger. You can tell this ain't a racing game. Because that is terrible control scheme. This and this, that's horrible. There's a reason why triggers are better. Anyway, you can get off the bike by pressing B, and when you want to get back on, approach and press X, similar to the horses. Pressing X while near the bike will allow you to change the bike's settings. Further, pressing LT to open the action menu, and then pressing Y will allow you to instantly get on the bike no matter how far away it is. That's useful. And then we get told it again! Whoopee! Oh, pardon me. Oh, so we can't use assault points while on there. So yes, we can go to the bike settings and... Reen, Una, and Kurt can all ride the bikes, so you can specifically put Kurt on the bike, and Altina can be placed behind any of the combinations. And then Altina and then everyone else can be put on the passenger bit if you really desire.
Let's get going.
And
Time to ride.
if I switch to Una, yep. So switching to Una and just being on the bike in general allows us to do this. Woo! Having the sidecar can be useful, I guess. I don't know. But point being is, we ride as we get to go down this part of the trail now. Whoopee! Well, it's Ursula Road, but still. Ursula Road 2! And then we get cutscenes and they're back to the way that they were before. It's just how the cutscenes work. They obviously intended you to just drive forward, maybe encounter the enemy in front of you, but... Alright, let's stop here. Woohoo! I could seriously get addicted to feeling the wind in my hair like this. Watching you drive from the cycle is so stressful. I won't have any hair left before long. Oh no! Kurt will be bald! That said, I can at least tell you have experience driving. Oh yes, you're quite skilled, Lady Una. I'm sure Alyssa would be happy to know you're enjoying it so much. Alyssa, she's so gorgeous. She's petite, has a great body, she's super stylish, and those bow skills of hers. She has... her tits are way too big to be able to utilise a bow properly, in my opinion, but... yeah, that's welcome for you. Plus, she's the daughter of the famous RF group, right? Honestly, I'm so curious what your relationship with her is now. Optional, romance, potential. Such a passionate embrace in front of your students. Regardless of who it was, you have no excuse, Instructor Ween. Please don't blame Master Ween. Lady Alyssa has grown into such a beautiful woman that a hug from her would be fatal for any man. Yeah, well, outside of the game, men, but other than that, obviously, yeah. To be fair, that actually probably would freeze most people in place, being like, oh my god, what the? Someone like that hugging me? Brain melts. No, I wasn't thinking about that at all. Well, maybe. Ween. He corrected himself. I heard it! He let it sleep. Oh dear. Well, let's put Instructor Ween's relationships aside for the moment. Kurt, as per usual, focusing more on the objectives at hand, but also very sharp stare at Sharon. Hehe. Why, hello there, Master Kurt of the Fanda family. Is there perhaps something on my face? Pardon me if I'm being rude, but I must ask. Who are you? Ah. Kurt is smarter than most. Ah. The steel wires you bound that magic knight in were more than a little surprising. Such is expected of a maid who serves the Wynford family, though perhaps you remain unconvinced. That technique was outside of every martial art I know of. Still, it's extremely useful in battle and highly adaptable. Besides, if you aren't a martial artist, soldier, or even a Jaeger, then... just what I've come to expect from the Fanda family. I believe it's just as you suspect. What the heck are you talking about? It seems Kurt has already seen through her. He may have heard a few things from his brother too. Oh yeah, because Murder was in the bowl when some of our boys were doing stuff. But now I am simply a maid who serves the Wynford family, nothing more, nothing less. My origin has no bearing on the love and loyalty I have for them. Therefore I shall serve my lady's underclassmen, the new Class 7, with all my heart. It's a bit complicated, but the RF group and the Imperial government both know about her already, including the RF group's chairman. Very well. I'm not yet convinced, but I'll let it go for now. What are you all talking about? I'm so lost here. Yuna has not played any of the games at all, which is bizarre there, but well, we can discuss it again later on. Our destination is close at hand, so we best get going. Yep, let's do just that. Oh no, there's a tree. Oh no, there's a tree crash. Yeah. How long have we been going on for? An hour, 30 minutes. Okay, you know what? Let's save, because we've got multiple boss fights to do after the at this point. Because we've got the cryptid on the next bit, and we've got the cryptic on the other part, in a different part of Crossbar that we've got to go and fight as well. So I say this is actually a good time to end this part / stream. I actually haven't eaten, so that's probably a good reason to as well. Oops. But anyways, I hope people who do watch this enjoy. Obviously on Twitch, all you can do is follow. There's nothing else you can do. It's just how it is. And of course on YouTube. Comment things if you decide to. Share to others. Subscribe if you're not. If you are coming back, then hey, you know what? A lot easier than having to surge it up every so often. Yeah, just to pin the thought in there. Of course, one thing I am looking for when it comes to comments is suggestions of other games to play. At the moment, I only have this Cold Steel 3 playthrough. Obviously, then Cold Steel 4, a game that I have already played, and then Reverie will be on my list, and so will Daybreak once those games actually start being released. I know I've seen the thumbnails for a bunch of character voice reveals, so that's great. And also, I do think some of those voice actors are actually quite talented, and it's nice to see them getting prominent roles in video games. Bravo to all those men and women. Anyways, that's the end of this part. So, yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.